Most welcome to Historiesbanorna, History Reconnaissance, and Mudmuck and Mermites. Just another day in Nam. Join us back to 1967 and watch the grunts of the 1st Battalion of the US Army 60th Infantry wading in the swamps of South Vietnam, getting that chop shop from Mermite cans, giving the Jeep a combat wash, seeing the sights of the jungle, courtesy of a mic boat, and crossing off one more day in their short timer. And please, like, share and subscribe. It means lots to us. 3 battalions, including the 560, were activated at Fort Riley, Kansas, and assigned to the 9th Infantry Division, deploying to the Republic of Vietnam in December 1966. The 9th Division was the only major U.S. combat unit to conduct operations in the Mekong Delta. The battalions of the 60th Infantry participated in both riverine operations and jitterbugging, that is, reconnaissance and encirclement tactics, with split-second timing of airmobile insertions very close to the enemy units. My Toe, in the Mekong Delta region, was the home for several river patrol boat units from the U.S. Navy's River Patrol Force during the Vietnam War. Naval leaders chose to develop a base there because My Toe lay at the junction of Route 4, the only relatively good road traversing the Delta, and the My Toe River. The river was important for the Navy's conduct of the Game Warden Waterway Interdiction Operation, and it provided easy access for logistic ships deployed in the South China Sea. In June 1966, a 10-boat section of River Division 53 began patrol operations from the My Toe base. The base was fully operational by March 1967, with establishment of the Naval Support Activity Saigon Detachment. During the war, over 50 LSDs served in Vietnam, with a good percentage of these serving in direct support of the Mobile Riverine Force. Those who served on the rivers of Vietnam can remember these ships, moving slowly up and down the rivers, keeping them supplied with food, ammo, parts, fuel and medical support. They did so in the very harsh and often boring conditions, though, like most in-country Navy units, they received very little recognition for a job well done. Most people back home at the time didn't even know the Navy served in-country Vietnam, much less on the rivers.
Maintenance of the M16 in the field is affected by conditions. In the upper altitudes, only a light lube should be applied, thin and often, especially often. Down in the delta, areas with plenty of water, be extra careful that your lubrication does not get contaminated. Always use a clean lube. Take care of your weapon, and your weapon will take care of you.
Arriving in the Republic of Vietnam in December 1966 with other elements of the 9th Infantry Division, the 5th Battalion, 60th Infantry, pushed its way south from Camp Bearcat to establish its base camp in Rac Kien, Long An Province. The months that followed saw the construction of a well-fortified base of operations and concentrated efforts toward the elimination of all insurgent activity within Long An Province. Minor skirmishes with local guerrillas and Viet Cong units were the main effort of the unit in its first year in Vietnam. The meal combat was a military ration of canned and preserved food, replacing the earlier sea ration. It was made up of meat, bread and dessert units. These rations also came with some curious superstitions. Ham and lima beans was detested by US soldiers and Marines, who considered even pronouncing the correct name brought bad luck, instead calling it ham and fathermarkers. Sorry about that. Amtrak personnel believed that halved apricots were bad luck to eat during combat operations. Beef slices with potatoes were known as beef and rocks or beef and shrapnel. Other menu items were more popular, such as pound cake, canned pears, and the spaghetti and meatballs. When the troop was in the field, the cooks would travel along with them in the mess truck in the dry season, or they would set up rear mess operation in what the army called trains during the rainy season. When they were in the field with the troop, they could cook breakfast and dinner. Lunch would be an issue of sea rations. When the mess section was in the rear area, 2 cooks would be provided to the troop in the field. The field cooks would prepare a breakfast of scrambled eggs, bacon and sausage, pancakes, French toast, juice and coffee. When the evening meal arrived by helicopter, the field cooks would unload the food that was cooked back in the rear area and serve it to the troops.
that's all folks. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.